I loved the first two train trips we took.
And we were so optimistic and excited. I had never seen California. About a half hour out of Chicago, we stopped for an extended period of time.
I said, well, there's really nothing they can do. We're going to be late for the train. Our train had left.
And we explained to the lady there what had happened.
She just didn't care.
I had looked up on the board,
The way we were treated was very rude.
and I had seen that there was another train, but it would meet up with our train in California.
He says, now that train leaves at 3. She says, no, that train don't leave till 3:15. He said, no, it leaves at 3. She said, no, it don't leave till 3:15. And took her time.
And it was like, we're in this big hurry to go down to this train. Then the train just left.
We stood there and watched the train drive away.
At that point, I just wanted to go home. I mean, nobody said, oh, we can get you a room. We didn't have any other choices. So I said, what do I do? Do we go home? What do we do? Or relax? I mean, we'd been going since 5 or 6 in the morning. I mean, we were exhausted. I was scared. I was nervous. Ever since 9/11, I have not flown. I'm deathly afraid of flying. I didn't want to fly. But I thought, well, our whole trip's gone down the drain if we don't do this. And I didn't even know if we could get home that night. I mean, we just kind of trapped. You know, there was nothing else we could do. We flew into Omaha. But it was down in this hole. And the building was there. And it was dark. There was nothing. There were no lights around us. There were no buildings around us.
And we walked around the train station. There wasn't a seat. There wasn't a bathroom. It was getting dark, and no place to even sit down. Being from out of town, we had no idea what was going on.
There was no lobby.
And there was a building that was all locked up, and a sign that says it'll be open at 9 or 9:30.
There was nothing.
Susie was getting more afraid, and I was very anxious.
There was not a phone on the outside that we could call and say, you know, we're here. What do we do?
I was 73 years old at the time. Nothing to help me at least sit down. There wasn't even a bench. You were stranded out there in the middle of nowhere.
I've worked for the police for many years, and I knew this was not the place that we wanted to be.
At a bad time of the day.
There was nothing, there was no place to go for any type of protection.
I was frightened.
I turned to Ron and I said, Ron, we've got to get out of here.
Man, we're sitting ducks.
We would have no way of defending ourselves. And I was literally frightened. I was frightened to death. And
it had to be close to a mile that we walked. I walked as fast as I could, but my chest kept hurting. I got very, very sick. I was very sick, and she thought I was going to die. So sick and worried about if I get too sick, they're going to put us off away from everything we know. Scared the devil out of her and me both. Since then, my health has been poor. I don't think that helped it any.
No, but there were so many things we were looking forward to, and all of this happened, and it took so much of it away.
And,
it just
we're not wealthy people. It took a lot of money to buy these tickets, and you expect to be treated right,
and it was our only vacation
right.
of the whole year.
Just give me what you promised me.
They let us down.